Hi guys, I hope you're doing well. Today is the last day of November, so for those who really like Christmas, not this just those that identify as Christian, but those who just really like the Christmas spirit, it's like yay! But I I enjoy this for obvious reasons with my faith and everything. But before we start that season of waiting for Christmas, I just want to talk about something. November in the Catholic Church, I'm not Catholic, but I have many dear friends who are. In the Catholic Church, November is when we remember to pray for those who are passed on. And I think it's time I was honest. I think the reason why I get so when I see the news and stuff and things going on with people, people choosing limitation over, and this goes for anybody on the ability spectrum, whether you're disabled or not. I think the reason why that behavior can get under my skin is, number one, there's many blessings around us that we need to be grateful, and number two, there's this concept of, okay, to all my Catholic friends, even St. Faustina said this, that only those who truly choose to be damned are, choose the lower place. Like, I've heard it from several places, whether the Catholic saints who were beyond ego, or, some really stuff that we choose to live in a lower vibration. And for all my atheist friends out there, just think of it as, like saying heaven or hell on earth. Yeah, we create that. I'm not saying that we shouldn't respect the trauma that we or other people have been through. That's not what I'm saying. But when we get stuck in it and make an idol of it, like, oh, this happened to me when I was 16, or, I had a couple of uncomfortable conversations when I first became Christian, because I kind of took on that freshman 15 thing where it was Jesus, 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 and so there were a couple times when people gave me other opinions just to be on the safe side, just to be sure, and I have loving family members who love to play, as they call it, the devil's advocate. So I went for that phase, and I need to let go of the times I kind of fought with my parents, like, say as a teenager, or let go of the idolatry of guilt as well. And because guilt, it's okay if it's remorseful. Like, if you use the guilt to kind of push you to change, that's one thing. But if you just keep the guilt for the sake of feeling guilty and for the sake of feeling bad, then it's an idol. At least in my experience. Feel free to disagree on this. But the point is, before we head into Christmas, I urge all of us, including myself, to make a decision to live and to see the baby Christ this December in the situations, in the muck of our lives, in the stables of our lives, because some people say it was more of a basement. it was more of a seller type situation. So even the sellers of our lives, there has to be this cute innocence that's waiting for us. And for all those who get this, I guess many people getting their own words, but in the words of Jacob in the book of Genesis, we need to pray that we see God. We need to pray that we need to be honest with ourselves that sometimes God is right there in front of our faces, and we choose not to see it. And I think that's what's been bothering me is a lot of people I know have just been like, news is awful, this book is awful, and it's just like, maybe it's because you're choosing this kind of lower energy vibe, that you're seeing all this crap, because all you can focus on is the crap, and we need to focus on, yes, we need to, as advocates, we need to focus on cleaning up, like, the muck, especially within ourselves, our reactive behavior, the things that separate us from our fellow man, we need to clean that up, but we also need to recognize the good. I think that was part of the stress in my life lately, is because I not only chose topics that were low energy sometimes, but I was week this article about abortion, week this about the Holocaust, and it was just kind of like I got so much low energy that when someone I love or someone I care about deeply, that I have a more professional relationship with, said, try this book. When I saw it had the word social construction in it, I was like, no, you gotta throw everything out. But that wasn't the case, It was just me making an idol of my trauma, and I gotta stop doing that. If I truly want to show people the Christ consciousness, if that's the word you prefer, then I have to be meek and I have to not be so reactive. But the way I can do that is realizing, oh boy, I make myself feel like a badge of honor without even realizing it. So that's the task I think we all need to work on as we not only head into this light-filled time of Christmas, but also in the new year that's about to come. Especially with the inauguration in January. We need to become people who show people there's a different way than divisiveness. It doesn't matter what you believe. It doesn't matter your creed. It doesn't matter where you come from. We need to be ambassadors of the light right now. Because a lot of people, including myself, are functioning from these badges of honor because it's comfortable. Because it's all we've ever known, like maybe a negative relationship inside our own heads. It's all we ever known, so it's what we go for, and it's time for all of us to go. I'm breaking up with my ego, I'm changing the locks, and I'm choosing love. Amen. And by the way, to all the psychologists who are like, but the ego means, I'm not talking about that ego, I'm talking about the ego that just doesn't shut up. The self-centered part of ourselves that really is unnecessary. Not the decision maker, but the constant nagging kind of enemy of connection. That's what I'm talking about here. Amen. God bless.